What is 10 Heaven, and why is everyone talking about it? Have you ever wondered what it takes to transform your life, reach your goals, and create lasting happiness? In this video, we'll take you on a journey to discover the secrets behind 10 Heaven, a concept that has inspired countless people to unlock their full potential and embrace a life of purpose and fulfillment. By the end of this video, you'll understand why 10 Heaven isn't just a mindset, but a powerful way to live your best life. So stay with us until the end. You won't want to miss the life-changing insights we have in store for you. Let's dive in. The first heaven, luminous dawn. In the beginning, before time as we know it began to spin its endless cycle, the universe was a tapestry of chaos. Amid this vast expanse, the Creator, whose name was whispered only in the hushed breaths of eternity, wove the 10 heavens. Each heaven bore its own purpose, its own story, and its own guardian. The first heaven was called luminous dawn. It was a place of eternal light, where no shadows could exist. The skies shimmered with hues of gold and silver, and the air vibrated with celestial harmonies. Here dwelled Solara, the guardian of light, who was the eldest of the heavenly stewards. Her hair flowed like liquid sunlight, and her eyes contained the wisdom of 1,000 suns. Solara's task was to ensure the balance of light across the cosmos. Her staff, Aurelius, could summon the purest rays to banish darkness from the farthest corners of existence. However, the light was not merely a force of illumination, it was the essence of truth. Those who entered luminous dawn found themselves bare, their hearts and thoughts exposed under the unrelenting radiance. One day, as Solara stood on the edge of her domain, she sensed a faint ripple in the fabric of light. It was a shadow, a thing thought impossible in luminous dawn. Alarmed, she traced the disturbance to a tear in the celestial fabric, where a whisper of darkness seeped through. It was the first sign that the harmony of the 10 heavens was under threat. The second heaven, Azure Veil. The second heaven, known as Azure Veil, was a realm of endless skies and floating isles. The air was thick with the scent of blooming ethereal flowers, and the winds carried songs that could stir the deepest memories. Here ruled Zephyrian, the Windkeeper, a guardian as mercurial as the gusts he commanded. Zephyrian's wings stretched wide, translucent yet shimmering with an iridescent glow. His laughter was said to bring storms, and his sighs calmed the fiercest gales. He was a guardian of freedom, ensuring that every soul could move as freely as the winds of Azure Veil. When Solara sought Zephyrian's counsel about the shadow she had encountered, he grew restless. A shadow in luminous dawn, he mused, his voice like the rustle of leaves. Such a thing should not be. Together, they delved into the tear, only to find that the shadow was not a mere accident. It was sentient, whispering secrets of a realm beyond the 10 heavens. Beware, it hissed, for the harmony you cherish will shatter, and the truths you guard will turn to ash. Zephyrian's winds grew tumultuous. If this darkness spreads, he said, all the heavens may fall. We must warn the others. The third heaven, Verdant Grove. The third heaven, Verdant Grove, was a realm of unending forests and crystalline rivers. Life thrived here in abundance, from towering trees that brushed the skies to creatures of myth and wonder. Its guardian, Silvera, was a being of pure nature, her form shifting between human and tree, depending on her mood. Silvera greeted Solara and Zephyrian as they arrived with urgency. Her voice was like the rustling of leaves in a summer breeze. "What brings you to my grove, siblings?" When they recounted their discovery, Silvera grew still. "If shadows touch even luminous dawn, then none of us are safe. My creatures have whispered of unease, trees shedding leaves out of season, rivers running dry without cause. The balance is already faltering." The three guardians resolved to seek the wisdom of the fourth heaven, a realm of knowledge and secrets. The fourth heaven, Celestial Archives. The fourth heaven, Celestial Archives, was a library the size of a world. Its spires pierced the heavens, and its halls stretched endlessly, lined with tomes that contained every truth ever known. Here presided Lunara, the keeper of knowledge, whose mind was said to hold the answers to all questions. When the guardians arrived, Lunara's silver eyes scanned their faces. "I have felt the disturbance," she said. "The archives have whispered of a prophecy long forgotten, a time when the 10 heavens would face a trial born of their own perfection." She led them to a hidden chamber, where an ancient scroll lay sealed in starlight. Unrolling it, she read aloud, "When shadows rise where light is pure, and winds carry whispers of despair, when forests falter and rivers bleed, the heavens shall face their heir." Their heir? Zephyrian echoed. What does it mean? Lunara's gaze darkened. The prophecy speaks of a challenger, one born of the heavens yet set against them. We must uncover their identity before it is too late. The fifth heaven, Ember's Crucible. The fifth heaven, Ember's Crucible, was a realm of fire and forge, where molten rivers flowed like blood, and the skies burned with eternal flames. Its guardian, Ignis, was a smith and warrior, his body wrought from living flame. When the four guardians arrived to seek his aid, Ignis listened intently, his fiery eyes blazing with determination. If a challenger rises against us, then we must prepare. The heavens were forged to endure, and I will ensure they remain unbroken. Ignis began to craft weapons imbued with the essence of each heaven, tools to defend against the coming threat. Yet even as he worked, the flames of his forge flickered, dimmed by an unseen force. The sixth heaven, Ethereal Tides. The sixth heaven, Ethereal Tides, was a realm of oceans and stars, where the seas seemed to flow into the cosmos. Its guardian, Marina, was a being of water and starlight, her presence as fluid and serene as the tides she commanded. Marina sensed the disturbance before the others arrived. Her waters had grown restless, reflecting visions of a shadowed figure moving between the heavens. The challenger is already among us, she warned. Their power grows with every ripple they cause. The Guardians' unity began to waver as doubt crept in. Could the prophecy's heir be one of their own? The seventh heaven, Obsidian Vale. The seventh heaven, Obsidian Vale, was a place of reflection and duality. Its black crystal landscapes mirrored the light of the other heavens, creating a realm both beautiful and haunting. Its guardian, Noctara, was a being of shadow and light, embodying the delicate balance between opposites. Noctara revealed that the shadow infecting the heavens was not an external force, but the manifestation of suppressed fears and desires within the guardians themselves. The prophecy's heir, she said, may not be an enemy, but a reflection of what we have ignored. The eighth heaven, Harmonious Chord. The eighth heaven, Harmonious Chord, was a realm where sound and vibration formed the very fabric of existence. Rivers of melody flowed between crystalline mountains, and the air hummed with an eternal symphony. Its guardian, Melodir, was a maestro of creation, wielding the power of harmony to unite and heal. When the guardians approached, Melodir played a haunting melody that resonated with their unease. The shadow you describe disrupts the music of existence, he said. Its discord threatens not just the heavens, but the symphony of all creation. Melodir's song revealed a truth long buried. The shadow was drawn to fractures within the guardians themselves. To restore harmony, they would need to confront their deepest fears and regrets. The ninth heaven, Starlit Spire. The ninth heaven, Starlit Spire, was a realm of endless night, illuminated by constellations that shifted and danced across the sky. It was a place of dreams and visions, where the past and future intertwined. Its guardian, Astriel, was a seer who walked the line between time and eternity. Astriel greeted the guardians with a cryptic warning: the heir of the prophecy is neither foe nor friend, but the mirror of your own hearts. To face them is to face yourselves. In the depths of Starlit Spire, the guardians experienced visions of their own failings and triumphs. These revelations strengthened their resolve, but also deepened their doubts about who among them could be the prophecy's heir. The 10th heaven, Eternal Nexus. The 10th heaven, Eternal Nexus, was the heart of all creation, a place where every thread of existence converged. Its skies were a kaleidoscope of colors, and its ground shimmered with shifting patterns. The guardian of this heaven, Eterna, was the Creator's voice made manifest, a being of pure energy and will. Eterna summoned the guardians to the Nexus, where the final confrontation would take place. The shadow and the air are one, Eterna declared, and they dwell within each of you. To save the heavens, you must unite not just your powers, but your spirits. In the climactic battle, the guardians channeled the essence of their realms into a single force, confronting the shadow not as individuals, but as a united whole. Their unity restored the balance, banishing the shadow and reaffirming the harmony of the 10 heavens.